Welcome to our newest edition of It's Time to Set Up Infinite Campus. So here we are, year 2021, 2022. That's a lot of 20s. We are trying to figure out how to get our Infinite Campus all set up so that it's nice and tidy, ready to go. And I went through everything in 55,000 miles per hour during the opening day. And that's kind of how it is. I apologize for that. But we're right back at it, and you know that you can always pause and replay this video, or if needed, come by, ask me questions, or if you just want me to come look at it and say, hey, did I do it right? Sure. I can do that from here, by the way. You can just call me and I can look. But here we are. I'm looking at just what I kind of defaulted to. There is first period, which is a class that I have with, a bunch of students in it. I've got nothing at all set up just yet. So what am I supposed to do? What is my first step? Number one, we need to click settings. Y'all see that? Nice little tray comes out, gives us all these little options of things that maybe we want, like the display the sparkline graph, pass, fail, coloring settings. I love my color settings. I want it to show in red when I have a failing student, red for a failing assignment. Mute is obnoxious. It makes everything these ugly colors. Uncheck that. I like seeing my student pictures. Later on in the year, I'll tell you again about canned comments, how I like to see that. If you only want to see the active students in your class, then check this box. If you want to see the ones that have been dropped from your roster, also, again, something we'll visit much later in this semester, we'll come back to looking at that. But this is all basic stuff that we can do in here. What I talk to you guys about specifically is categories and grade calc options. So let's hit up categories first, because you probably just had a departmental meeting and you're like, I don't remember how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. When I click on categories, it still has stuff from last year if this course existed last year. Last year, we put everybody into the same boat. Everybody's got a 10% participation category. Y'all figure out the other 90%. We don't need this participation unless your department decided I want to use it again. So if I click on this participation and I show that I'm using it for everything, right down here, I can decide to delete that whole category. I don't want it. So delete it. Are you sure? Yeah, I don't want participation anymore. I want to come up with my own categories. Great. It just deleted it, not just from this course, but all of your courses. It's gone in all of them. Now, in the career and tech ed area, we kind of just made something generic called classwork, and we all kind of did our own thing. I don't know what we're doing just yet. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of classwork while I'm at it too, because we want to clear it out to start fresh and new so that we can just add whatever categories we want in each of our classes. Maybe, for example, you have a daily work category. You're going to have assignments that occur multiple times during a week, maybe every day. Maybe you put your bell ringers in here, whatever you've got. You're going to create whatever your department decided is a generic category for all contents of the same type. Now, I'm going to click this box in the gray area that says section. Why? Because it assigns it to every single class that I have. I assume everybody who teaches here teaches just one department's stuff. If you don't, come see me. I'll help you figure that out. But because it assigned it to everything, guess what else it assigned it to? Homeroom. I don't need it in homeroom. We're not taking grades, or at least I sure hope not. We're going to uncheck homeroom. Don't need that. But I do need to figure out what is the weight of this daily work. A lot of people are going to say this is 20%, this is 25%, it's 15%, it's 30%. I don't care what your percent is. Whatever your department again decided, maybe ours is 25%, not 250%, hence the little red exclamation point. 25%. Typing it in the gray fills it in for every single one of these, makes my life happy. Hit save. I now have daily work, not just in this class, but all of my classes this semester and next semester. All right, let's add another category. What else is there? Most people will have at a minimum two categories: daily work and then quizzes and assessments, or some variation of those words, whatever you want to call it, tests and formative and summative and all those lovely buzzwords we've all used ever since grad school or undergrad school. Again, whatever it is, click the section in the gray box, selects them all, unselect homeroom. We're not taking grades in there, and fill in your weight for the second category. Very important. We're going to hit save on this. Whatever your categories are, however many you have, they should all add up to 100%. Some of y'all are saying, I thought we had an 80-20 split. You do, but that's at a final grade calculation. These categories decide how a term grade is determined. How do I calculate a term grade? I have some assignments here in daily work. I have some assignments in quizzes and assessments. And I now have categories that says daily work is 25% of the term grade. Quizzes and assessments are 75% of the term grade, right? So we're done with categories for this class and every other class that I just assigned that to, which is everything that I teach. Now what? I still can't put assignments in here because I have not decided that this class actually accumulates any grades whatsoever. That's here under Grade Calc Options. I click on Grade Calc Options and I get all these wonderful settings over here that I said, hey, you remember that first, second, fifth, sixth, and third and fourth, and all those crazy things that it wants to make me choose. And oh, yeah, what's this? Reset to default. Well, this was me last year during COVID trying to make everybody's life a little easier since we were doing this random short-term switch to a 4-block schedule where it changed everything in Infinite Campus. Well, guess what? Now it all has to change back again, and who knows how long it's going to be modified block or not hybrid or please, for the love of God, don't give us 10,000 bell schedules in the same school year again. I might quit being STC. Just kidding. Not really. But here we are. We are first 9 weeks, term grade. I don't want to reset to default because that's last year. That's me saying to myself, I still need to go back and remove all the stuff I did last year. Haven't done it because, well, I took a break. So I've got a first term grade. I have a second term grade, right? These two terms are going to accumulate scores together, making up the 80%. There it is right here, the 80% term grade calculating into the final grade as the 80-20 split. But I need everything in first 9 weeks. Yeah, so that reeks. First 9 weeks to accumulate into second 9 weeks. To begin with, I need to say it's an in progress grade. We are going to calculate stuff here. What's the grading scale? We have all of these options. I really wish we could get rid of them. It has to do with old transcripts and a bunch of information you probably aren't interested in. But anyway, we want this one, just the standard DCPS. It's the second option from the top. Weight categories. Please don't miss this. Check that box for weight categories, right? We've got to weight the categories so that those lovely categories we just set up in my example 2575, they need to calculate as their weighted values. Okay, so weight categories, check that box. This is first term. Yes, it's a first, second, fifth, sixth. It's a skinny class. We're going to weight the categories. We're going to accumulate grades starting in first 9 weeks because, well, this is first 9 weeks. Let's go ahead and skip to the second 9 weeks term grade. What are we doing? Same thing. In progress, DCPS standard, weight those categories, cumulative grading starting in. Well, second 9 weeks, when we start that, needs all the grades from first 9 weeks. So we're going to say again, cumulative starting in first 9 weeks. So my term grades for the first semester are all good. It will earn a half a credit in first, second, fifth, and sixth. There's my wife wondering why I'm still not at home yet. Sorry, honey, call you later. And we need to finish setting this up. So at the end of the semester, we're going to have a final exam. That final exam is an in progress grade and it is DCPS standard, and that's it. Nothing else. You can click weight categories, but it's not going to do anything, which means don't click it. Leave it alone. I'm not cumulative grading anything because I'm only taking one exam for this half a credit. So leave it alone. What else is there? Second 9 weeks, final grade. This is the final grade that says the actual grade and percentage that will be put onto the transcript. This is the 80-20 split. We need this to calculate that. We need it to be DCPS standard, and that's it. First semester is done. Already feel better. Third 9 weeks, we've got a term grade. This is just like the one we just did for first 9 weeks. We're just looking at the third and fourth terms now. Yes, you're still weighting categories, but here's where it's a little bit different. The cumulative grading is now starting in third 9 weeks because we're in second semester. That grade from first semester is already done. It has no calculation onto this grade. So this cumulative grade starts in third 9 weeks. In progress, standard, weighted categories, cumulative starting in third 9 weeks. Skip right down here to fourth term. Start it all exactly the same way. We want in progress, standard, weighted categories, cumulative, starting in. We have them all as an option. First, second, third, and fourth. But this is second semester. I only want what was in third 9 weeks and in this one. So cumulative starting in third 9 weeks. All set to go on that. This is the same thing as the other one. We just need in progress standard for the exam and in progress standard for the final grade. It's that simple. I know it doesn't sound simple, but it is when you do it about 300 times. So we've got this whole class set up. Hit save. I now have the ability to go ahead and add an assignment. Was I about to say add in assignments? We're not doing that in Infinite Campus. We're doing that in Google Classroom. Guess what? This video's done. You guys are all set in Gradebook. Next video will be on Google Classroom, how to link it, how to make assignments, and how to get that crap to go from this side to that side so that you can hit post right here in Infinite Campus. So good luck, have a great day, and let's have a great year.